Hi Saggy, welcome to your August reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out the other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. We're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of August, see what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect down the line. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for my Saggies. How are my Saggies doing? Hope you guys are doing great. Whoa, what is going on here with this deck? Oh my gosh, okay. If you guys are interested, you can follow me over on my Instagram at Weatherstone Tarot. And with that being said, let's get into this reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, August 2021. What messages do my Saggies need to hear? Any messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for August 2021? Any messages for Saggy for August 2021? Any messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in August 2021? Got the owl. Beautiful start. I'm really liking it so far. Air energy messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, okay. The lion. I am not taking this stack. Messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in August. The Phoenix and the Black Egg. Whoa, you guys got double spirit energy coming through in this reading. So there's a lot of protective energy around you. It's interesting with the owl coming out. This is a very spiritual energy. So a lot of you could be diving into your spirituality this month or learning more about yourselves or just like really tapping into your gifts and abilities. Or you might notice your abilities are upgrading and expanding, or you are really like your intuition is getting stronger and more accurate. You may find yourselves getting a lot more intuitive hits or feelings or dreams, or just to really pay attention to that kind of stuff, right? We all have abilities. We all have intuition, right? But it's important that we learn the difference between our intuition versus our ego versus just impulsive thoughts, fears. Like, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you guys to develop and learn and pay attention to your intuition this month. There's going to be many times where you get those sudden feelings like, okay, I know that this is going to happen, or you kind of like, what if this happens, and then it does happen, or like you dream about something and then it comes true the next day, or like things like that. So there, I feel like the energy around you right now is a little auspicious. It's a little taboo. Okay, it's a little weird. It's like almost like there's so many coincidences, but you can't say that it's a coincidence. I don't know about you. I personally don't believe in them. Like, I feel like there's always a reason why something happens. I don't know. That's how I view it. Of course, you have your own perspective, but like, you might experience, coincidental situations where you just happen to be there at the right place, right time, where you end up crossing paths with somebody, or I'm even getting the energy of like some of you may be having deja vu recently, or you may have deja vu in the month of August, or like you just have that kind of sense of knowing like I've been here before, or this is exactly what I need to be doing. Like, there's just like a lot of like otherworldly kind of energy, the unknown, the unseen. So the owl, right? Owls are normally awake at nighttime, and at nighttime there's a lot of things that are in the shadows. There's lots of darkness. There are a lot of things that we can't see, and so there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that you guys just aren't seeing, especially the fact that we have the Phoenix and the Black Egg coming out. Very spiritual energies around you, okay? So this month, August, it's important that you guys remain grounded. It's also important that you guys speak clearly and you use your voice in any way, shape, or form, right? If you got to speak up about how you feel, do it. You may need to speak from a very confident place, or like the scenarios you may end up in, or like, let's say you have an interview and they ask you a certain question. It's important not to lie, right? The Black Egg sometimes can talk about making even little white lies, or say someone extends an offer to you like, hey, you want to go out and let's go do this. You may have the tendency to make an excuse if you don't really want to. Instead of saying no, you make an excuse. Oh, I can't because it's my grandmother's birthday, or it's a funeral I have to attend, or like, you don't have to lie or make excuses. Just be straight up, be honest. And if you are honest and you really use these opportunities to just stay authentic to you, that's what's going to lead to major transformation and major growth for you, internal growth, and learning to be more rooted and confident in your values and in your opinions and in what it is that you believe. It seems like in the month of August, you're not going to be swayed easily. You know, people won't be able to manipulate you very much, right? You have a good head on your shoulders. You are very intuitive. You got the high bullshit detector on alert. Nobody can fool you, Saggy. Nobody can fool you. And I think you guys are going through a lot of changes in August, but it's positive. It's really good. And you're coming out here with the Lion. So some of you may have Leo placements in your chart. We are in Leo season. And of course, we gotta have the Lion out here. You guys are totally grounded and in control. You guys are like the mastermind. I'm getting the energy of like manifestations. Like you can easily manifest things much quicker this month. Good or bad, right? So just be mindful of how you think, and what you think you attract. Our minds are magnets, okay? So just keep that in your back pocket. You're trying to manifest a successful business, successful relationship, etc., etc. You got it. Be patient, be mindful, be aware, and accepting and open to receive, right? Be receptive and willing to put in the work too. It's not all just like writing down your intentions and saying it out loud and believing it. You ought to follow through with some effort and making it happen. But that's exactly what you're doing here with the Lion. The Lion is all about action. This is kind of like Emperor energy, where you guys don't say, you do. It's not all talk, it's all walk, right? You're not just saying all these things, but you're sitting on your ass, not doing anything. Like, you're actually like getting up, taking action, and going after whatever it is that you want. It's really cool. I feel like you guys are also highly respected, or there's like this energy of you guys reaching a place in August where there's going to be a lot of respect, or you're going to be gaining a lot of respect from those around you, and even strangers or people you don't even know well. Like, there's like, you're something about your truth, or whatever it is that you speak or say, people respect that. People, like, you know, they listen. Yeah, wow, it's really interesting energy, you guys. I'm liking it so far. Making peace with the past, things like that. Of course, the Phoenix does talk about letting go of the past and like reborn, renewal. So you guys are coming back, Leo season, feeling really strong and empowered, right? It is the fire element. You guys are in your element this season, and you're here for it. You know, you're having a good time so far. So I'm gonna pull some tarot messages and see what else is going on. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus in August 2021. Any messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus in August 2021? What's going on with my Saggies, please? Saggy, Sun, Rising, Venus in August. What messages do my Sagittarians need for the month coming up? It was actually tomorrow, August 1st, when I'm filming this. Any messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, August 2021? Any messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus? Okay, the deck doesn't want to shuffle anymore. Messages for Saggy. We have the Five of Swords. I think that came out in your last reading, right? Be careful what you say. Be careful how you speak to others. Page of Pentacles reversed. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, August 2021. Any messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, August 2021? Very quiet. Ten of Swords. This fell on top of the Five of Swords and Page of Pentacles reversed. What's happening here? Messages for Saggy. We also have the Empress, and that fell on top of the Owl. And the Owl does talk about blessings and really awesome, fulfilling opportunities coming up. So far, there's like two storylines. Oh wow, the Seven of Swords fell on top of the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. Oh, Judgment. And anything else for Saggy? August 2021. Any other messages for Sagittarius? Whoa, where did that go? Where did it go? I heard a card fly, but I don't know where it went. So give me a second. Oh, it's right over here. We have the Four of Pentacles. Oops, oh my god, you guys. Four of Pentacles reversed. I apologize, didn't mean for that to happen. So, oh, this is relating to Phoenix. So, we have the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, and Seven of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. So I think this is relating, and with Judgment, I think this is, so, I'm going to move this Empress over here. I feel like that's more outcome energy. there's something that you guys are releasing in the month of August. Now, we do have lots of retrograde energy at play. We're in the thick of it for the next few months, so this is a really important time for final reflection and releasing things that no longer serve us, things that are coming up, woundings, inner child issues, past relationship trauma, and all that kind of yucky stuff that's all coming to the surface, and we're needing a deep cleanse. I'm getting I just got the imagery of a face mask, deep cleanse, cleansing your pores, any imperfections or impurities, we're getting rid of that, right? We are pulling that shit out, and that is exactly, that's what's happening here. So there's some things, whether it's recent, fresh wounds, past wounds that have healed but there's still scars, there's lots of that coming up for you guys to release. We have Judgment and the Four of Pentacles reversed. There's major release energy. You guys looking back at past experiences where you were hurt, where people may have hurt your feelings or said some really nasty things. Words can hurt, and I think that's what your last reading was about. Sticks and stones may hurt, but so do words. And Seven of Swords. Now in this deck, it has a different interpretation. It's about what's worth keeping and what's worth leaving behind after, some pretty tough situations. Now, looking in this card, these mermaids, they came across these swords. They're like, what the hell are these? So they're trying to figure out, well, what do we do with this? Do we keep it here? Do we take it with us? So it's almost like you guys are reevaluating things from your past on what needs to be released, what needs to be forgiven, what needs to be expressed, what needs to be healed. And I'm almost getting organization, okay, for this situation I need to speak up about, for this situation I need to cry about, for this situation I need to remove this, or I gotta get out of this toxic relationship, or I got to declutter my space, in all realms, right? I'm getting lots of just cleansing, removing, releasing, surrendering, and freeing. That is basically the energy. You guys are just recognizing that something's just not worth your time and energy anymore. Page of Pentacles reverse and the Five of Swords, you're just straight up walking away or leaving something behind. Not necessarily getting up and walking away from something, but I think you guys are no longer putting your time, energy towards something. When we look at this Ten of Swords, it's there's no more damage that can be done. Whatever's happened in the past, it's over, it's done with. You can't change the outcome. You can't go back and undo the things you've said or situations you involved yourself in. It's over and done with. And there's the ghost of Christmas past. What? It's not Christmas, but why did I get that vibe? What was that? A Christmas Carol or some shit? We got the ghost of Christmas past, right? This is a ghost looking back at past wounds, tell me why I got that imagery of that fucking movie and story. I guess it's a story, but whatever. It's you guys really revisiting the past, and of course with Judgment coming out here, it's that final call, lessons being learned. Have you truly learned your lesson, or do you need to go back and go through another experience to help you learn and grow? Or have you learned it, and are you willing to move forward and choose to release instead of holding on to this, right? You're occupying space. You hold on to these grudges. You hold on to these woundings. You're just occupying space, energy. You're giving your time, your power away to things that you cannot change or undo. And so I think with this Four of Pentacles reverse, it's actually really positive. You guys are choosing to let go. You guys are choosing to release. You guys are choosing to leave your comfort zone as well, instead of letting the past dictate your future. Oh, well, I don't want to get into a relationship again because last time I was in a relationship I got hurt, or just that's an example. Apply it to whatever that might be going on in your mind. You guys are just what, I'm freeing myself from the past. I'm burning bridges. I recognize the lessons. That's great. I'm going to keep that with me moving forward. Whatever comes my way, I will apply what I know, right? So I'll avoid situations like that. I know better now. I will never go down that road again, right? And so you guys are really just working on surrendering and releasing and making peace. And as you do that, we have the Empress out here, creating space, and also talks about your growth, how far you've come based off these experiences and the hurts and the pains. I know it's tough, but you've come out on the other side stronger. You have such more of an appreciation for the life that you live and where you're going and the things that you have and the things that you will have. And you guys, you just feel this sense of hope and relief about the future, and you just feel ready for more, ready for new things, ready for like a new chapter, a new cycle. And so yes, it's basically what I said with the Black Egg and the Phoenix. There's this need for a release. There's this need for you guys to speak your truth, whether it's to others or just within yourself, right? Of looking back at some things, past hurts and woundings that you may need to fully release or shed old skins. And that's not going to happen overnight, and that's going to be a process. But you guys are kind of in the thick of this. Like, August is about you guys shedding old skins and releasing and making space for new things. And it's looking like you guys are really solid. Like, you're moving towards that and get into some really amazing things. Something that you could have been working on in the last little bit, maybe months, years for some, but I'm feeling more just like, as of recently, whatever it is that you've been investing time, energy into, whether this is about your wellness, whether this is about your career, relationship, etc. For some, this is about your wellness or your health or something, taking better care of yourself. There's something that's growing here. There's something that is developing. It's not quite ready to be born just yet, but to keep up what you've been doing, keep up the hard work, keep up that pace, you know, the consistency and the dedication's paying off. And before you know it, that idea or that thing that you've been dedicating your time, energy towards, it's going to blossom into something amazing. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, awesome, and the Star, and the High Priestess. Even 3 Cups, lots of celebratory times coming up, but we're just going to talk about the Star, the Sun, and Knight of Pentacles. So this is about you guys, you know, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, focusing on, okay, what do I need to release here? What work still needs to be done? What lessons have I not fully learned? What have I not fully accepted? You know, you guys might be spending some time journaling, writing down your feelings, really just allowing yourself to digest all the things that you've experienced and all the things that you've gone through. The Knight of Pentacles also, it's about slow and steady movement. You guys aren't moving quickly. You guys aren't in a rush. You're taking your time, especially when it comes to healing, especially when it comes to releasing and even looking back on some uncomfortable things. You're taking your time with it. You're allowing yourself to like decompress and reflect and understand things from a different perspective as well. And you know, with the Sun coming out, the Sun does talk about enlightenment. It does talk about truth. It does talk about seeing things exactly as they are, the full picture, the bigger picture. And it also talks about happiness and fulfillment and exciting times and being with your loved ones and just overall being open to receive. You know, it's amazing. Like Leo energy as well. We also have Taurus, Libra, and then we have the Star, Aquarius energy. So wishes, dreams, and fulfillments kind of ties back in with the Empress. Whatever you wish, it's happening. There's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that you guys just don't see right now. There's a lot of things developing and growing. You know, think about when a plant isn't really growing too much on the top. It's because the roots are developing. It's building a solid foundation so that whatever is growing at the bottom, the top, so that whatever's growing on the top, the foundation can support it, right? So right now, it's like the foundation's being built so that whatever you end up creating, building, going down, you are supported. You have this solid foundation. When we talk about, oh, what is going on with my laptop? Hello? When we talk about the Phoenix represents your root, right? The bottom, the foundation. You can't have anything solid. Oh, really? My laptop's acting up, y'all. I really hope that it's not glitchy. It looks fine, okay. Anyways, you can't build anything solid if the foundation's weak, if the foundation isn't stable, if it's, you know, off balance, it's like sideways, you know? So, if the foundation's off, everything's gonna be off. So just make sure the foundation's built solidly. And, you know, with the Star, I'm also talks about healing. Oh, well, let me show y'all this. So in Judgment and in the Star, very similar kind of energies, right? You see the poses here? They're just opposite of each other. Oh my god, even the clouds! I'm just realizing that these two cards haven't come out together before. Wow, really beautiful artwork. Yeah, just about making peace, healing, releasing, and staying positive and hopeful for the future. That's basically your reading. Very, like, general, straight to the point, but we don't have time to clarify or any of that jazz, so I'm gonna grab a fairy message to go along with this, but it feels really positive, you guys. Any fairy messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus in August 2021? Any fairy messages? I'm not gonna take that. Any fairy messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus in August 2021? Any fairy messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus in August 2021? Fairy messages fairy messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, August 2021. We have the feline. Oh, this is all about you guys needing to take care of the dirty work before you can have fun. So basically, before anything new starts, before the fun part starts, you gotta take care of the dirty work. You gotta do the cleaning, you gotta declutter, you gotta do the dusting, and the purging, and the releasing, and the forgiving, and the telling your truth, right? Like, you gotta do all of that before you can get to the fun part. Before you can get to the sun, the star, and the empress, right? Before you can get to all this amazing, yummy goodness, you gotta take care of this. Right? You gotta take care of this 10 of swords, 5 of swords, 7 of swords. Lots of swords, lots of hurts, lots of pains. Whether it's fresh, whether it is suppressed, you gotta take care of this first. You gotta release this. You gotta figure out what you gotta do with this. You gotta do something with this. You can't just let it be. You gotta feel. I was saying this to Virgo. In order to heal, you must feel. When you heal, you have to feel. If you don't feel, you won't heal. What? I'm saying that to Virgo, though, okay? Some of you may have Virgo in your chart. You have to feel in order to heal. If you don't feel, you're not healing. Anyways, so the feline, number 65. And it's the final card in this deck, which talks about completion. So I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to read, like, the most important things. So the feline is getting it right, delayed completions, and tidying up loose ends, which is literally this reading. You guys need to tidy up loose ends, looking back at things from your past, finally completing chapters, wrapping things up so that new things can come in. You're finally getting it right. You're finally learning the lesson here. The feline looks out accusingly, reminding us of things undone, promises that are unkept, and duties unfulfilled. He says that we can't expect to have things go right when we're trailing so much unfinished business, which is literally judgment, right? Unfinished business, things that need to be dealt with, recognized. You got a final call to make. Dragging that stuff around us just tires us, right? Dragging around all those pains, those wounds, those grudges, anger, hatred, etc., etc. All it does is tear us down, drag us down, and demotivate us, and makes us feel like crap. If we would just take care of those things that cause so much mental and physical clutter, we would suddenly find that we have a lot more energy at our disposal to do the things that we really want to do, right? The fun parts, the star, empress, and the sun, right? You got to get to the fun part. Well, you got to take care of the chores first. We take care of the little things that matter to others. We'll feel so much more better when we've done that, and so will he. Now, it's also important to remember not to take on duties that aren't yours, right? Oh, I'll do that for you. Let me take your laundry. I'll clean, even though deep down you're like, fuck, I wanted to do this, and that, but now I can't because I have to take care of this, and I got to make this person lunch, or like, I don't fucking know. So it's important not to take on duties and responsibilities that aren't really yours from the get-go. So it's either you do it and that's it, and moving forward you're not going to do it again, or you go to whoever it is that gave you the responsibility that wasn't really yours, you give it back to them, right? Oh, I thought you'd iron my clothes or you'd do my homework. It's like, no, like, that's for you to do, right? You can take it back. That's literally another message that comes through with the feline, is needing to take care of your responsibilities. You don't need to take on anybody else's responsibilities unless you want to, unless you have the energy for it. Do not take it on, right? And don't be afraid to voice it. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to set your boundaries. And these may be some old emotional cycles that you may have been struggling with, right? Taking on other responsibilities, that's kind of like a martyr. And then you get annoyed or you get frustrated when the energy is not returned, or when someone's not appreciative, but it's like you may be overstepping the line, taking on responsibilities that weren't even yours in the first place, right? Yeah, so that's about it. Like, I know I didn't actually really read the book. I read it and then I just turned it into my own words. But that's basically it. It's like you guys just need to take care of the dirty work. Do what's for you. Don't worry about anybody else. Put out your own fire. You don't have to put out everybody else's fire, right? It's not your job unless you are willingly wanting to do it out of like the purest intentions of your heart, not hoping to expect something out of it, or like, okay, they're gonna owe me next time I need something, they better help me. It's like sometimes you gotta release those expectations. Otherwise, that's just gonna lead to disappointment. Okay? So it's like if you want to help someone else out, if you want to do something, do it out of kindness, do it because you want to. Otherwise, don't do it at all. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna grab a Tikashi message for you guys for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, August 2021. Any Tikashi messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding this reading in August 2021. Any Tikashi messages, please. Tikashi messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in August 2021. Oh. We got power, flexibility, consideration, and process. Okay, you guys got quite a few. Power. You have control over your own life. Know your power and your own worth. It's time to acknowledge all that you've created. Are you allowing others to overpower you? When times are difficult, think about what you can achieve. You are never powerless. It is time to acknowledge your power and feel empowerment in every word you speak and every action you take. Flexibility. Be adaptable and free to move in any direction. Be open to rapid changes as you bend with the wind, for a branch only breaks when it becomes brittle and stiff. Allow yourself to be rigidly flexible at all times. Flexibility of mind equals flexibility in body. Let go of your aches and pains by creating a flexible outlook. It may be time to look at things from a perspective you've never considered before. Consideration. Which is funny. You never considered before, we have consideration. Pay attention, let nothing move past without your examination. Be reflective and do not make any hasty decisions. Many special moments are unfolding for your attention. If you carefully look at what's brought you to this now moment, you will see how much of yourself deserves your loving consideration. And last but not least, process. Allow and enjoy the process of your life without rushing to the goal. Experiences are part of the journey. You don't have to understand them all. You don't have to understand them all to enjoy the process. Now is the time to look at how you approach and do things. Perhaps make some changes for what worked for you in the past. It may not necessarily be the best process for the future. Okay, Saggy. So that is what I got for you guys for this reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. You can always turn on the bell so that you're notified when I upload in the future. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on my Instagram at JadeStoneTarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.